Om Guru and Jai Sai Ram. My name is Sunali Bhasin Kumar, and today I'm here to talk about a very, very important portal which is again opening up, like the 1111 portal. So, today, the 19th of November, is a very, very special day, and it's a special day because of three reasons. A, today we are going to witness a full moon, which is in itself a very, very powerful day. Second, we have a lunar eclipse, which does not happen very, very often. And third is that it is a very special day because today is Guru Nanak's birthday, that is Guru Purab. So, what exactly do we expect on the 19th of November? So, before I go into details, 19th of November, the full moon is called the blood moon. So, the reason why we are calling it a blood moon is because this day you have an eclipse and the moon appears to be red. So, what happens on this particular day when you have a full moon as well as an eclipse? So, this is actually a time, like I always say, when a portal opens up, this is the time to release the old and get into the new. So, blood moons clear old energy so that our reality can improve, right? And cosmic forces. So, right now there is a cosmic push to shift us to the next level. Another very important thing about the eclipse today is, as per NASA and a couple of other websites, this is one of the longest eclipses, that our planet is going to witness in the next 100 years. So that is what is being estimated or predicted. This eclipse may last for up to 3.5 hours, as per NASA. So now let's go in, that's the technical part of it. So now let's go into more details as to what to expect during a full moon, and especially a full moon with an eclipse. So, like I always say, full moons are very, very close to my heart, one of my favorite topics of discussions, and I can talk for hours when it comes to full moon and full moon energies, because I'm somebody who gets affected by full moon very, very fast, and my mood goes from up to down, and there's a complete influx of emotions. So that's why this topic of discussion is very, very close to my heart. So full moons, like I just said, are a very, very powerful time when you let go of the old and you welcome the new in your life. So basically you let go of whatever is not serving you anymore, and you bring your focus on whatever you want to manifest in your life, right? So this is a very, very powerful time to set intentions. So how do you set intentions? Take a piece of paper, write down whatever you want to write and whatever you want to create in your life, and that's how you set intentions. Now comes the second part, which is eclipses. Now, eclipses are again a very, very powerful and potent time. And I don't know about you people, but a lot of people I know, and personally also, I've been already feeling the intensity, of the eclipse. And eclipses basically intensify everything, 10 times. So that's how powerful eclipses are. So, like I said, this full moon is all about creating time for releasing and letting go. So, whatever is not serving you anymore, any negative beliefs, any negative thought process, any negative programs, any negative habits, any kind of addictions. So, this is actually the time that you can choose to release all of those, right? And so, what do? Just make a list of all these patterns, beliefs, programs which are not serving you anymore, and write them down on a piece of paper, and just put your intention and release them. Just release them for your highest and best. And this is actually the time for very, very deep shadow work. So, people who've done programs with me, they would understand the meaning of shadow work. So I'll briefly tell you what shadow work means. Shadow work means going within and finding the darkness in you, right? So whatever are the qualities which you don't like about yourself, You might not even be aware of those negative qualities about yourself, qualities such as jealousy, qualities such as anger. So, lying or criticism or blaming or coming from a victim conscious mentality. So, all of these can be a part of your being, can be a part of yourself. So, doing deep shadow work and going into introspection and seeing, as to what are those beliefs and those negative programs that do not serve you anymore, and then releasing them. Another thing which you need to know is to expect emotions to get intensified. So, if at this point of time you feel a sudden surge of emotions coming your way, you feel like crying, you think that you are seeping into depression, or there are things going on in life which are not as per your plan, uh, just don't worry. It is basically nothing else but the power of the full moon and the eclipse together. So you'll notice there will be a lot of challenges thrown your way. Now, I want to put a point here as to why is it that these challenges are being sent your way at this particular point of time. So you need to understand that when you release, you need to remember that this time, a spotlight is actually going to be is actually going to shine on what hasn't been resolved. So, if there is anything that you've not been able to resolve in the past couple of months or years, the spotlight is going to come on that. So when a spotlight comes on that, of course it is hard, of course it is difficult, because like I said, when you do deep shadow work, when you introspect, when you go within, it is really really hard, because all the darkness, all that is negative is going to come out. It's literally, when you're doing clearing work, all these things are going to come up. And even if you've done clearing, you need to understand that there are going to be deep seated heavy beliefs, which need to be released, which you haven't released till now. So they are going to be coming up, guys. So, my only advice to you for this particular time is to be patient and resilient, right? Because there is no other way, because these challenges are going to come up, because for a very long time they have gone unresolved and not taken care of. So till the time you don't look into it, till the time you don't take care of it, they're going to keep coming back to you. So another thing, don't judge yourself. Be very gentle, be very kind to yourself, and come from the place of love and compassion, not only for others, but come from love and compassion for yourself. So any kind of negative talk, any kind of negative thought patterns, habits, you let go of that, and you basically then create a place for manifestations. So that's the first key point, about the energy, to understand the energy of the full moon and the eclipse this time. Second is that you are going to be presented with a choice. So, till now, if you have been in doldrums, if you have been in a very confused state, so there is some respite for you, because you at this point of time are going to be shown some choices. So, some things are going to come to light, and certain key areas, for example, relationships, work, certain situations, are going to become clearer to you. So you're going to get clarity in these areas in your life, and you have the choice of going into the direction of your intuition. So just follow your gut and follow your intuition. And again, I would say, come from the higher qualities, come from your higher self, come from love, compassion, and empathy. Um, Now, all these things, whenever they come your way, and if you have clarity as to what is it that you need to do, then the next step is, of course, to take action steps to make sure that whatever you want to achieve, you are able to achieve that. So there has to be clarity, you know and after clarity, the next step has to be taking action steps, because just becoming clear in your mind about what you want to achieve, or what your manifestations are, or what intentions you're going to set up, is not enough, because taking action steps is of utmost importance. So please understand, as we move towards the eclipse cycle, which is going to um, towards the winter solstice, which is on the 21st of December, things can really begin to transform for you in a very positive way. So please don't give up hope. I know this is going to be a challenging month for you guys, but trust me, it's a beautiful life, on the other side. um, Third thing, that you need to understand, that there is a cosmic shift, and there is, I can actually sense it, because I said that even in my last video, and I'm going to say that again, that the collective consciousness of the planet is at an all-time rise, and collective consciousness is expanding. So whoever is watching this video, or whoever is connected with me, or whoever has seen my video in the past, guys, just want to let you guys know that you guys are already awakened. But that does not mean that your journey stops here. So awakening is in stages. So with every awakening, um, um, with every awakening, there is a further new level of consciousness, and there is always a further level of expansion. And the only way to reach there is, like I always say, by moving away from the chaos and into stillness. So, in stillness, away from the chaos, is where you will find all your answers. So, stilling your mind and expanding your consciousness is something which is again on the horizon for the next 1 month, especially till the winter solstice. And the fifth thing, to note here is that the key thing about the full moon energy is that, like I said, even in my last video, when we were talking about the 1111 portal, is that there is an influx of light waves and codes coming onto the planet from the crystalline grid, which is awakening more and more people, more and more beings on the planet. And it's your choice, because you can choose this light to guide you. You can choose this light to help you to return back to the center every time that you lose your way, or every time that you lose your path. So I'm going to sum this up um, quickly. So I'm going to give you the pointers in short. The first thing is that you need to allow this full moon to release and let go. So release the old, let go of the old, and let abundance and manifestation and whatever intention you're setting in, the new energy, to come in. Second is you need to make a choice. So till now, if you were confused, now the next step has to be to make a choice and stand in your power. Okay, so you've made a choice, stick by it, right? That's what you do. And the third is take the action step. And when you're taking the action step, please come from the higher qualities of life, come from the place of love, empathy, and compassion. And go further into expansion by expanding and opening up to new levels of consciousness, like I just said, because um, new levels of growth, new levels of consciousness, are opening up. So you need to move there. And like I said, the key to that is by going within, because in stillness is where you get your answers. And the next and the final thing which I told you people was that there is an influx of the light codes. So be receptive and see these codes, receive these codes coming to you from the crystalline grid in order to help you to align with the forces and return to the center every time that you lose way. Now, other than this, a few more things which I always say, which you can always do irrespective of whether it is a lunar eclipse or not. So, a few pointers which I always give out, for a full moon is that try to keep a vegetarian diet on a full moon. Take salt water bath, very important. do salt water pocha or mop in your house. So when I talk about salt, I'm talking about the Himalayan rock salt, right? Other than that, play powerful chants through the day, light camphor, light the sage leaves, light incense sticks, keep your energy body light, and as and when possible, please do try to meditate and, like I said, get into that stillness, because stillness is where you go away from the chaos to know who you truly are. So, these are a few pointers for the full moon. I shall be sharing a full moon ritual with you people for you guys to be, which you guys can do today during the full moon. So, please, I request you all to utilize this time and not let it go waste, because like I always say, these opportunities don't come every day. So please utilize the power of these three very important things coming all together, which is the full moon, the eclipse, and Guru Purab. So here's wishing all my friends a very happy Guru Purab too. um, Love and light to you all, and thank you so much for watching this video. God bless. Om Shanti.